to the NoLove podcast. My thumbnail, keep forgetting where I put it. And then, gonna get started. Started on my own. After this song is over, everything should be up and ready. One more thing. And I would have no problem talking about it. Only thing I won't get into is religion and politics. Okay, there we go. Now I can see if the stream is up. And it is. Alright. Again, what's up everybody? Welcome to the NoLove Podcast, episode 4. Until I get a better way of doing this podcast, I got this little prominence poker in the background. But eventually I'll get it straightened out. Alright. Let's see. Oh, we got 3 minutes till 6. That's when we normally start the podcast. So, let me just start off saying I hope everybody had a great week. Anybody that's in chat can tell me how your week was. Hopefully everybody had a great week. Everything went well. For me, I had a pretty good week. You know, a lot of work as always. Got some good gaming in. So, this week I did the wrestling show on Monday and Thursday. Of course, on Monday I have this issue where the stream doesn't run properly, so I had to put up a video. Let's see, what else did we do? On Wednesday, played some Friday the 13th with the crew. I finally got a bunch of clips together and put them as a premiere. Maybe some of you watched it earlier today. It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes long. It was a lot of clips I had to put on there. Let's see. Yeah, Thursday we had the other wrestling show. Last night we played Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. And after that I played my first match with the new game, The Evil Dead. So, once we officially start this podcast, I guess I'll talk about The Evil Dead a little bit. Not really much to talk about because I only played one match. But I'm going to give some time to see if anybody else joins the podcast. Give it a couple of minutes. And for those that are watching, tell me what you think about these. My friends played it all day yesterday, and I think currently might be a couple of them streaming it. Let me see. Let's see. Oh no. Looks like they ended their streams. Alright, so it's almost 6 o'clock. Let's get it started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's go over updates for the wrestling game, right? Since we're going to start off with gaming. WWE 2K22. That's the game I've been streaming and putting up clips about. So we're about, 2 months or so into this. And the show's going pretty well. You know, we got a bunch of champions, but I'm going to do some updates to it. I'm going to make my own arenas, make some more championships, make some more characters and all that. It's going to be pretty cool as we go forward. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what time yet, but I'll probably say somewhere around 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going to stream the pay-per-view for the wrestling show. Alright, so that's all the news for WWE 2K22. It's a good game. I like it. You know, it could be better in some ways. But alright, moving on to The Evil Dead. Yes, it officially came out yesterday. I was lucky enough to get it Thursday night and have it download overnight. So We got a late night game in last night, and you know, for the first, as a matter of fact, I saved a clip of that. I will put it up sometime soon. It was it's a good game. It's a lot to do. You know, you gotta find these pieces of the map and all that while keeping these monsters and stuff off you, and the killers constantly trying to possess you and the car, and just, oh man, it's just complete madness, man. But it's a very good game. The more I learn it, the better I'll get. Of course, we did not win that match. It was me, Heckler, and Smith, and a random. The random obviously had more experience. But it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting, man. The fighting system is pretty cool. You know, killed a bunch of them little monsters. Oh, but it's a tough game. Definitely got to get used to it. You definitely got to have a good strategy in that one. Okay, so it's past 6 o'clock. I'm going to take a shot for everybody that's watching the podcast or will be watching the podcast, and for whoever joins, if anybody joins. So moving on. That is pretty much, oh yeah, so Evil Dead, right? After the podcast, I might take an hour break to get some dinner, and I'm thinking about live streaming the Evil Dead. And I'm sure I got plenty of people that want to play, so I'm going to have a full lobby, obviously. Alright, so that's it for the Evil Dead news. Now on to Friday the 13th news. That's what most people subscribe to this channel for, I think. So, some of you may know, some of you may not know. I have not been able to play it on my main account. That's why you don't see me live stream it, and you rarely see clips. I've been playing it on my alt account, and I just save clips, and when I get the chance, I'll bring them over here to this channel. But we had the drinking stream last night, and I gotta admit, we was definitely feeling nice. Definitely drunk a good amount there. Got a bunch of kills, had a bunch of funny moments. That's the thing about this game, man. It's so old, but it's still so fun, especially when you're playing with friends. The 13th Jason Killing movie, or Killing Jason movie. It's just about having the time to get all those clips and edit them, and, you know, excuse me, go through the whole rendering process and all that. But if I do, that'll be part 10, and that might end up being the last one, because, hey, 10 is a good number. But, yeah, look out for that sometime in the future. Alright, that's enough Friday the 13th news. Let's move along to upcoming games. I saw a little bit of trailers and news on, oh, who do we got here? We got the Heckler in here. I saw a little bit about, oh man, the Leatherface game, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. And that looks like that's going to be a great game for us to get into. I just wish that we could have more people playing. But we'll see how that goes. What's up, Heckler?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Same old, same old. It is hot as a mofo in here. How's it going over there?
It's alright. Luckily, I got the crib to myself for a brief amount of time. Renee took the kids over to a friend's house, so kind of just been chilling. Although it's probably welcome because I've been up with the baby since about 8 o'clock this morning while she's been sleeping.
Jeez.
So it's kind of a good trade-off. So yeah, just
Hey,
chilling now.
teamwork makes the dream work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I got started already, basically going through my thoughts said, well, going through my gaming week and stuff to come as far as the stuff that I'm playing. Oh, also, one last thing. I've been saying this for months, maybe even longer than that. I do plan on doing a Resident Evil 4 speed run. need to set time for it and do it, it'll probably only take like 3 hours. All right. So that's my take on the gaming week, and I'll pass it off to our buddy Heckler here to let us know about his gaming week. And while I do that, let me drop his link in the chat.
Alright, well, gaming week, besides the two live streams we do Wednesday and Friday, I usually spend my week playing a little here, a little there, just gathering clips for my day. So I did a little bit of that. Right now, I'm currently going through the PS5 version of GTA 5 Story Mode. So if you've noticed on my channel, you'll see I think I'm up at episode 11 or 12 right about now, but I'm doing like, and they're kind of lengthy videos. I'm doing like trying to make it like into almost like a TV show or a
Yeah.
series. So I'm doing these different episodes to go through the game, and I'm not even near halfway. But I have to strategically do this because there's so many side quests and so many things that pop up. It's not part of the original storyline. I want to keep the games that I'm doing straight storyline driven, so that every episode it just kind of picks up where the other leaves off, and you don't have a lot of that extra side quests and stuff. So it takes a little
Yeah.
time to do that, but currently working on that. And there's so many games that I have started that I haven't finished. I really need to get time, but of course, as you all know, I mean, having a little one, time is kind of limited. So right now, I'm
Exactly.
solely focused on the GTA. Once that's over with, then I'll probably switch on to other things. Now, as far as the Evil Dead, I heard you talking about the Evil Dead.
Mhm.
My take on the Evil Dead is probably around Toony Tours. It is a great looking game. Um, I downloaded it for my PS4 and my PS5. I played it on both. Don't see that much of a difference on the PS5 because it looks so good overall anyway. Um,
Yeah.
I like I was saying last night. I don't quite remember when I first started playing Friday. I kind of do, but it's been so long because the game's been out for so long that it's just kind of like my memory about my first time playing that is kind of hazy. But knowing that I knew that then versus my knowledge of Friday now, I can only imagine what my gameplay will be like for Evil Dead once I have the knowledge. Because
Oh
right now
yeah.
I'm at the beginning stages again, not knowing too much about the game, but from what I can tell, it looks a lot of fun. It looks like the time limit for each round is the 20 or 30 minutes.
I think
I
it
don't
was
remember
25 minutes. Maybe it was 30,
25
but I
minutes.
think it was
Okay,
25.
and for the most part, you're going to be playing that whole 25 minutes. I mean, each round. I mean, you get ki- unless you get killed quick or whatever, or you don't save your teammates or things like that. But I think the game is really good. Unfortunately, I'm not that big on the Evil Dead franchise. I didn't. I mean, I've seen the movies, but it would almost be like watching them the first time again. So I
Hmm.
don't. I'm not quite familiar with the movies. I know, of course, Ash. I know him and the Chainsaw Hand and all that stuff. But other than that, I really don't know too much about the Evil Dead franchise. That being said, I like the game. Killers may actually be really cool because of the things you can do with them, possessing the other teammates and possessing
Yeah.
cars and stuff like that. It looks like it might even be cool to play the bad guys in that game. So I look
Yeah.
forward to many times. And while I was playing last night, I actually was thinking about the drinking stream, just in case we ever want to swap Friday. I don't say swap
Hmm.
Friday because I always want to have a drinking stream Friday, but in case we ever want to have one of those after shows like we did last night, or even half it,
Yeah.
just the rules for the game. And I don't know. What do you think about the rules we could have for a drinking stream on Evil Dead?
Well, the rules for the game, it's man, it's something when you think about it. If we go by whoever gets possessed has to take a shot, that's gonna be rough. Can because you can be possessed a few times in one match.
Yes, you can.
So
Yes, you can.
so that is gonna have to take some thinking. Maybe let's see, let's see. maybe something along the lines of World War Z in a way where whoever gets the least amount of kills has to take a shot.
Yeah,
Or
something like that.
let's see
I
what
say that
else.
I say we could probably do some things like because you have to find what is it like 3 pieces to a map.
Hmm.
So maybe whoever finds the pieces can nominate somebody else and take a shot, something like that, because they're not easily found, and there's no general like. I mean, from what I can tell, like I say, we're both newbies at this one, so for the time being, it doesn't seem like they're like an easy way to find them. You just kind of have to just drive around and search and just and look and you know what I'm saying, and rely on other
Yeah.
people to like point out things of interest and stuff like that. So I think it may be cool to have whoever finds a map piece to nominate somebody else because that wouldn't happen very often.
Yeah.
So if you think about the end of the match, then every 25 minutes or so you're going to be taking a shot, which is fine. But if you wanted to kind of keep it going where you could maybe take shots a little more frequently, that may be one
Hmm.
to think about.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do some game planning over it. But I did the tutorial for both the survivor and the killer, so I have a good idea of when I know that the killer is near and what he's doing. So like,
Okay, so I haven't done that. So tell me about it.
so when I was playing as the killer, the demon or whatever, when you're in just the regular demon form where you're just in like third person and you're just floating around, just you kind of like Jason and Friday the 13th. You're in like constant shift, so it's kind of hard to control it when you're going fast, and you can smash through like anything almost. So that's how I knew the killer was around me when the random was there in the car, because I saw the fences getting smashed through, and I'm like, oh shoot, he's here. So
Yeah.
little things like that you pick up on. And the killer can
Okay.
also dump those deadites or whatever on you, or whatever they are, those demons. They can kind of like throw them at you, like almost like they come out of a portal. And that's where you'll see them kind of like jump out the sky on you. That means he's like
Yes.
right there. He's right there. So that's things to look out for.
Now let me
Uh,
ask you this: while you're playing as the demon,
hmm
in your demon form, are you able to attack uh, the other guy, other people, the heroes?
In that form, no, but I think if you push down, I think L2 and R2, you go into the form of the demon that's like on the picture, the one that you select. And that's when you can do those moves where you saw him doing stuff to that random, where he was kind of like jumping and just like throwing shockwaves at her and doing all this crazy stuff.
Okay.
And you can possess those other little demons or whatever. And in that form, see, you can't see the survivors unless their fear is up or unless they're driving. Like if you're driving, now you see their outline. So that's the rough thing about driving in the car. You give yourself away. You give your
Does the
position
outline
away.
look like kind of like Jason Sense? Do you kind of see like a red
I
silhouette of a
don't.
car or a body,
I
or
don't
what do you
know.
see?
I don't know because in the tutorial it's just there's no survivors. You're just playing to get used to the moves and what you do and find out the objectives and all that stuff. They don't put the survivors on there. So I don't
Okay.
know what it looks like. Uh, but yeah, so I don't know. Is it too early to give a rating for it, huh? Let's try to give a little rating for this game. 1 out of 5, 5 being the best. What you got?
Now this is just strictly a first impression thing, but first impression, gameplay, the graphics, it is scary as hell. Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna give it. I don't want to give it a full five, but I will definitely give it a four. I'll definitely give it a four because if you haven't played this game, like there's these snarls that happen like throughout the whole game, and it sounds like there's monsters like all around you all the time, even though they're and it is the most creepiest thing because you could be doing things, and the game is so dark. It's such a dark game that like you could be in the middle of the woods by yourself, and you just hear these snarls that you think
Hmm.
something's about to come out at you. There's a few jump scares in there, so yeah, I give it a 4.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Uh, let's see. What would I give this game? Gameplay. I like the combat system. Uh, there's so much involved. This seems complicated right now, but eventually we'll get used to it. So the gameplay is good. The graphics are good. Uh, I mean, all around, it's a pretty good game. I'll give it a 4 also. My thing, though, is being as how we got so many people in the crew, it would have been so much better if it could have been at least 7 survivors or whatever, you know.
I agree. I agree.
That would
Yeah,
have,
4 survivors. It
just,
seems like that's the going rate now. Dead by
yeah,
Daylight, Predator, World War Z. Now Evil Dead. It seems like it's like 4-on-1,
yeah.
4v. Now the new Texas Chainsaw, I believe, is going to up a little bit,
And
but
it's still going to be 4, but it's
it's
going to be
still going to
4
be
on
4 people, but it's
4
going to
on
be
3.
4v3, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to
So,
be kind of crazy. But
yeah, that could make it
uh,
interesting as far as, okay, you take 4 of us and put us against 3 of us, I don't know, something like that. That'd be that'd be kind of cool, or
yeah.
however it may go. That would be kind of fun. Can't wait to see more stuff on that. But yeah, so I
Now
give it a
earlier
4.
I was watching. I seen a video. I believe it was a Twitter. Gun Media put a Twitter post out. It had a comparison between the movie footage and the game
Hmm.
footage of the certain like areas,
Yeah,
and I mean, wow! Did you see that?
I saw a little bit of it because somebody posted it in the group on Facebook.
Yeah,
So
it looks like. I mean, it almost looks identical to the movie sets or whatever. Again,
yeah,
I don't know how the gameplay is, but I'm just going on basically my the movie versus the real thing, and I mean the game, and it looks. I mean, it looks right up on. It's just like the movie,
yeah. It's like Friday the
so it
13th,
should be.
Friday the 13th did a
Yeah,
great job with all those little details. They really did. So
yeah,
I'm assuming Texas Chainsaw Massacre probably did even better. I guess we'll see. But
yeah. I think it's gonna
yeah,
do good. I will give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people want to like shun Gun Media because of the whole Friday debacle, but I
hmm,
mean, it wasn't Gun Media's fault. What happened to Friday? I don't want to blame them solely. Although they should have
yeah,
done their research and looked up the rights and all that before they made a franchise game like that. But
yeah.
I believe they were approached by them because their game
Hello.
initially wasn't gonna be Friday the 13th. It was like, yeah, help me out. It was in like
What's up, Freshly?
uh, some kind of summer camp or whatever
Are you doing the
game
podcast?
that they had
You know
originally.
it.
If you were to look at the history of it,
All right.
so
What are we talking about?
All right, so we started talking about our basically our week in gaming, like I like to do, like what did we play,
Oh shit.
and you know, and stuff as far as future gaming goes. So I think we covered what we played, and we gave a little rating for not to, for Evil Dead. I'm not sure if you played it yet, but anyway, I'm gonna pass it to you, Amanda. Tell us, well, how was your week, first of all?
No, I've been playing The Sims and Dead by Daylight. That's it.
Uh, hey, well, you don't
I
know.
can't
That's
hear
right.
Heckler for some
You
I
can't
can
hear
hear
her.
you now. Can you hear me?
reason.
I
Can you
can
hear?
hear her. Tell her I can hear
I'm
her.
gonna leave. I can hear
Yeah.
you. I can't hear Heckler though.
Oh, he said he can
So
hear
I'm
you.
gonna leave and come back in.
Okay.
Hey, tell her it did give
Yes,
me
it
a.
must be in
It
that
told me
error.
it,
I'm gonna leave and come back in. I'll be right back.
All right.
okay. It did give me a message saying I couldn't communicate with her due to a network issue or something.
Oh
But
yeah.
I was like, hold on, was that me? Or was that her?
Well,
So I
this
didn't
should
know.
fix it. It should fix it now. Let's see. Let's test it out.
She's
Hopefully,
still
it's still blinking
logging
right
in.
now though.
Can you go ahead
There
and
she
say?
is. Can you hear me
All
now?
right, I can hear you now.
All right.
Alright, good.
There we go. So yeah.
So, was you on Friday with us last night? I mean, I got
Yes, she
kind of.
was.
Yeah, that's right. I was.
I
Look, don't
was
tell me you
trash.
didn't remember.
Hey,
Oh man, we all were pretty good
Memory.
hey.
last night.
I was getting a little bit trashed. Hey, but I kind of remember.
She was with us for a
Remember.
brief minute. Then when we left to switch over to Evil Dead, is when she bowed out and went to play DBD.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was trash playing that. It was all bad.
Oh man.
So
All
guys,
right.
let me tell you this. Renee is forever like finding all these new, interesting, crazy shows to watch or whatever. And she found one on Netflix that I mean I'm absolutely addicted to. And I've been waiting for the podcast to say anything. I haven't even said anything in the while we've been gaming.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how long this has been out or if you even know about it. But it's a show called The Circle. Have you heard about The Circle?
I
Anybody?
heard
I
of a
cannot
movie
say I
called The
have.
Circle, but not a TV show.
Oh, okay. It's a social media game where it's kind of a popularity
Oh,
kind of game, and the premise is you have these 8 people, and they're in this building in their own little apartment, and they can't leave, and all they do is make a profile, and they can choose to be themselves, they can choose to be a catfish or whatever,
Uh,
and it's all like voice the social media thing is all voice activated. It's called The Circle. So let's say,
okay.
for example,
I
I
have
decided to be
heard of that.
myself. I'm telling you, it is the most interesting, craziest freaking show that I've seen that I've seen in a while. I haven't seen anything this addictive since I dare say Game of Thrones, really, because I mean it's so much to it, man. Because like you got these people that's and they throw these twists there, they throw these twists in and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Which is what's really crazy about it. But like, I make a profile, I choose my picture, and then boom, I'm in there. And then like it'll choose when to make all the people go into like a group chat, and from there you can say circle message. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm excited to be here. Send message, and then boom, you know your profile will send message, and that's the only way they can know who you are. Now here's the thing. At the very end of the day, you have to vote from your favorites or the one you like the most to the one you like the least, and you have to like rate them. And then after all these ratings are like calculated, the top 2 people that got the most votes become what they call influencers. And when you're an influencer, you basically have to meet up. Like I said, you don't see each other, but meet up. Basically, you go to this other room where you're kind of across from each other, but you still can't hear or see each other, and you got to type to each other about who to kick out of the group. You know, and like you kick out somebody in the group, and then it's 7, and then they may bring in somebody else the next day, a new player or whatever, and like you just never know who anybody is. But like at the very end, once it gets down to like the final like 5 or so, like you do one last rating or whatever. But this time, like before they reveal like who's like in the finals, you'll all get to meet each other face to face. And another cool thing about it is the person that gets like blocked, they before they leave, they get to go meet one person, like whoever they want, face to face. You know what I'm saying? And leave a final message for the group, letting them know whether they were a catfish or whether they were the real person. So let's say the 3 of us was in there and y'all were the influencers and y'all blocked me. Well, it, I would know that y'all blocked me because I would know that y'all 2 were influencers. Well, when I leave, I could go visit you and see if you're you or if you're somebody else, or I could go visit Amanda and see if she's who she is or somebody else or anybody really. You know, and like you got to walk, and of course nobody knows who's gonna visit who's gonna get blocked. It is the coolest, craziest show, and if you have Netflix, I suggest you pull it up. Watch the first episode of the first season, and I swear you will be hooked from that moment on. I swear it. Watch that show. It's called The Circle, and it is the most
Yeah.
coolest show that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I remember reading the description on it. I didn't remember the name of it, but yeah. So that sounds
And
interesting.
the goal is to win $100,000. So like these people, I don't want to give it away, but let's say like this chick was talking to this dude, and she started falling for this guy, and then the guy really was a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so when she goes to meet him, it's like, oh my God, it is great. It is such a
Oh
good
my
show.
goodness.
Such a good show.
That's wild.
Hmm.
That is wild. So I started watching from the beginning Attack on Titan because I hadn't seen it in a while and I wanted to start fresh and just, go through everything so I can remember how everything goes. So I love that show. It's an anime. Been watching it on Hulu.
Wow.
Because
They
Netflix
have it
only
on
has the
Hulu.
Started
first season.
watching One Piece.
Oh, never watched that.
I started One Piece?
Yeah.
I started watching it on Netflix. They only have like 100 episodes on there out of like, I think that show was up to like 1,000 episodes plus. On
Wow.
that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got like the first 4 arcs on Netflix, and then I'm probably gonna get like Crunchyroll now that they've like merged with Funimation, because I had Funimation, but I think it's just under the Crunchyroll umbrella now. So I'm probably gonna get a sub to that and then start watching it over there once I watch all the ones on Netflix.
Man,
But yeah,
tell you what,
that's actually a really good show.
I gotta try that out one day. But the thing about Netflix is, sorry Netflix, but you guys are trash when it comes to anime. You only show like a little bit of the anime when there's so much more out there. Like they still haven't even put a
Yeah.
second season of One Punch Man on there. I had to watch that on Hulu.
Ugh.
And for
One
one of my
Punch Man.
favorite ones, yeah, that's a great one. I love that one. And one of my favorite ones, Bleach. They only have the first 5 seasons, and there's like so much more. They don't even have. They might have like maybe a quarter of what's out there. Maybe a quarter.
Wow. I need to get into that too. I've heard really good things about that show.
That is definitely one of the best ever. The action, the character development, the comedy moments. I mean, just all mashed into one. Good stuff. So,
Nice.
let me talk about this one. I watched Doctor Strange, the new one, the multiverse or whatever. So, my opinions on Doctor Strange. It was.
I heard it was good.
It was good, but somewhat disappointing.
There's a butts. I don't like butts.
Yeah, somewhat disappointing.
Well, I like butts. No, I'm just playing.
Oh yeah. Who doesn't
I
like
like
butts?
big butts, and I cannot lie.
That's right. That's right. So,
The fuck?
with the multiverse stuff and them bringing in characters that you haven't seen much of, or you haven't seen them in a while, they didn't really give those characters the props that they deserved as far as their power and all that stuff. But it's understandable with what they were trying to do with Wanda. I'm not going to try to give too much away. Okay. I just thought there would be more interesting moments, more action. But overall was pretty good. If I had to rate it from 1 to 5, 5 being the best, I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
I would like to watch that movie in the IMAX 3D the first time I watch it. I think that would be a really cool way. Considering
Yeah.
like the first Doctor Strange movie was so wickedly done that like I think that they'll keep that, and I think it'd really be cool to watch that in the 3D IMAX
Yeah.
where you're
For
like fully
movies,
submerged in the world and stuff.
Yeah, for these Marvel movies, it's something that you definitely got to see in theaters. I didn't see it in theaters. I watched it on my little app. I'm not gonna get into that, but you
Well, I
um,
mean, what was the quality like then? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that
oh,
can
the quality was great.
hurt your.
Quality was great. Um, but again, watching these big action movies like that, you gotta be in a theater to see that on a big screen, have that nice surround sound going and everything, and just you might get into it a little bit more. Uh, but again, I was disappointed with the characters that they brung in and didn't really, they could, I don't know, they could have just did something to hype them up better, to do something better with them. And unfortunately, the the video I watched didn't show the credits, so I didn't get a chance to see what happened at the end. I'm gonna have to pull up a YouTube video to see because
Oh
as
yeah,
always, you gotta wait till the
it's
credits
always
end.
that last little
Yeah,
Easter egg there.
yeah. So I've got to see that. But yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Not bad,
Ed?
considering. Yeah, I do
Yeah,
want to watch it. I was scared about watching it on, like on through the methods like you were talking. Like,
hmm,
I'd like to see it in the theaters first. Although,
yeah,
I mean, my TV's so big, if it's a clear enough copy, it's almost like watching it in theaters because I have a big, like really. So I wouldn't mind watching it like that as long as it was, really, really good copy.
hmm,
Some of
yeah,
these like amateur recording theater copies or whatever is just no, I don't want to watch a bootleg.
I hear that. I hear
What
that.
was the first bootleg you guys ever watched? Let's hear
Oh
this.
my God. Um, jeez.
Twilight.
I'd have to
Like,
go back way further than that. Jeez.
yeah,
I don't even know,
I'm gonna
honestly.
say I think the first bootleg I can remember watching was around the time I moved to Atlanta and went to one of those flea markets where they actually had like all these DVDs. I'm like, or actually they were VCR tapes at that point, but like I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, they got so and so. Ooh, they got so and so. Ooh, 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 ooh,
Mm,
$5. What? I think the first bootleg that I remember watching was Set It Off. Queen
hmm.
Latifah man. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And that was, I mean, Set It Off was such a good movie, but like I think that was the first one that
it
I watched.
is.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't be able to remember because for me it would have been a VHS as well. But yeah, I don't know. There was so many that we was watching back in the day. Oh man.
Now
It was,
Oh, I
you worked at a
forgot
video
about
store before.
VHSs. Okay, the
yeah.
first one was Demolition Man. I used to love that
Uh,
movie.
Mm,
that is a great
yeah,
movie. I love that movie.
that is a good movie. That is
Come
a good
on
It
now.
movie.
is.
And it told the future. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. The three seashells. When everybody ran out of
The
toilet
three
paper.
seashells.
When everybody ran out of toilet paper a couple of years ago, what you think they needed? They needed
Yeah,
them three seashells.
the three seashells. I love it when he was like, he's like, "What's up with the three seashells?" And they all laughed at him like, "You don't know about the
You
Oh,
don't know about the three seashells? He
seashells."
doesn't
hey,
know about the three seashells.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
hey,
That was
Paper,
funny.
you can join us, Paper. Paper said Skeleton Key was the first one that she burned to a DVD. Before that,
Oh,
watching
Skeleton
on
Key was the
PC
crazy one.
was Triple X with
She
Vin
said
Diesel.
days to download.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh
sounds like
man, I
a
used
dial
to.
up.
Well,
Hmm.
I used to have a DVD burner ROM in my computer, and of course, me working at a video store, whenever we would get the new movies, like we'd always get them in a couple of days before they were released, so that
Yeah.
we could prep them and get them all ready. Well, I'd take
Hmm.
one home, I'd put it in the DVD ROM, I'd freaking rip it, and I'd make my own. Take a jewel case from work, and I'd put it in a jewel case and put it on
Hmm.
the shelf. So man, you look at my stuff, and it looks like I
Hmm.
got the real movies. And I really do because I just copied it straight from the disc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
that's what I
boom,
was doing too. That's what
yeah,
I
I
was
have
doing
I have a
too,
whole
man.
closet. I'm talking about a whole closet full of DVDs, alphabetized all the way through. I mean, yeah,
Oh man.
those were good times.
See,
Those are
Paper,
good
that's
times.
why I never downloaded them. I never downloaded them. See, working at the video store was great because you just be like, all right, you like Heckler said, new movies come in, take them straight home, boom, burn them, bow, make copy, burn them, and there you go.
That's how I got my Wednesday night movie night thing set up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'd get the new movies Wednesday, I'd bring it home, invite everybody over, like order pizza or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'd have a
Hmm.
house full. I mean, 10, 20 a long time.
See, that's
I'd
nice.
advertise it on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I had people coming over to my house that like I didn't, friends of friends and stuff that I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? It was like a big thing there for a while.
Hell yeah. The good old days, man. The good old days of
Good old
Hollywood
days.
Video. And then when Netflix came along and they were delivering movies, I would, order 8 at a time, copy those, send them
Yeah,
right back, get the next 8, copy those, send them
yeah,
right back.
yeah.
Yo, I ended
Until
up with
look,
so
I
much.
burned DVDs until my computer died on me. You know what I'm saying? And I just gave it up after that. But like, yeah,
I
those were
had
fun times.
I had at one point over 4,000, maybe 5,000 DVDs. That was
Yeah,
just too
that's an awful
much.
lot.
That was too
Yeah,
much.
then,
I had
especially if
like,
you have the jewel cases and all that with them. You know what I'm saying? Because like, where you put those?
no, what I
Eventually, it'd be a
did
wall in your
was
freaking whole room.
I had these 4 big, huge cases, and they would go on those little vinyl sleeves or whatever. And,
Yeah.
I'd have them just put in there, boom. And I'd have them in the specific order, separated. All right, this is, TV series, action movies, whatever movies, sequels and all that stuff. Oh, man, I had it all. Had it all. I even had the Thundercats on there the first season.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
Voltron.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
had
some
my
of those
youngest
old
boy getting
old
hooked.
cartoons classics.
Hmm. Good stuff. Good stuff. So let's see. Any other topics, or you guys got any other movies or TV shows to talk about?
Um, I think another TV show that is going to be really good is the End Game. It's kind of like the Blacklist. If you watch the Blacklist with was it
Uh,
James Spader or whatever,
yeah, I love the
like
Blacklist.
it's a bit like that in the sense that like the main lady, the one that would basically be the Reddington, whatever, she gets
Hmm.
captured, and there's this cop that she keeps toying with, and she knows like all this stuff, and like they pretty much just like the Blacklist. She's like, you know, I don't, you'd have to watch it, but it's she tells this. Oh, what actually happens in the first episode? It's not really giving away, but they take over like 5 banks in New York City, like where I mean,
Hmm.
hostage, and the whole thing, like where they came the 5 old big ass banks, and
Yeah.
and she is the leader of these people, and like, and she's captured, and so like she like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's if you like the Blacklist, then you would actually really like Endgame.
I
It's a
love
really
the
good show.
Blacklist. As a matter of fact, I would have given the Blacklist a 5 out of 5 if it wasn't for the finale. The finale just killed the whole show for me. But
Is the Blacklist not on anymore?
yeah, it's done. They had their final season. I finally caught up to it, watched it, and I was so
Oh no,
disappointed.
I'm totally not. I think I'm like, I stopped watching the Blacklist not because I didn't like it, just because I don't know. Maybe I was watching other stuff and I got too far behind to want to play up, and I never could find the time to catch up or
Yeah.
whatever. But I mean, I did like the Blacklist. Uh, One of the last times that I watched it, shoot, um, they had, and of course this is like early in the whole Blacklist saga, but they had just taken down the Cabal. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Remember that? The
Yeah.
Cabal, like they had just taken down the Cabal. Matter of fact, I think the I forgot what her was it Lizzie or what was the main chick's name or his daughter's
Yeah, Lizzie.
Lizzie.
Elizabeth.
I think Lizzie just found out her husband was like like a spy or something or another, or maybe, or she was planted,
Oh, that's
or
pretty
something to
early
that
into
effect.
it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because did you ever watch the spinoff they had of that?
No, I didn't know they had a
It
spinoff.
was called, it was like the Blacklist Retribution or something like that, and it was basically, uh, it was basically Tom. That's his name, Tom. It was
Yeah.
Tom, and then it was another black dude that was in Blacklist. Real shady. Matter of fact, it was the same black dude that was in Twilight. Remember
Hmm.
the guy I'm talking about?
Nah, I can't remember
He,
Twilight. I kind of blocked that from my
well,
memory.
that's okay. He's a real beady-eyed, shifty little dude or whatever. But like, if he was somebody in the Blacklist, and I can't remember who,
Oh,
and
was
they,
he
I don't
one of
think
the
they ever killed
villains?
him.
That skinny dude?
He was
I know who you're
real
talking
shifty,
about.
shady looking motherfucker. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was Tom, him, and somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was Reddington, but it was almost like when Tom went away, like they did a whole thing about like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance, look up the Blacklist Retro. I think it's called Retribution, and check it out. It's not very many. It's like I think maybe a half a season or something.
Hmm.
It was pretty good though.
That's cool. Yeah, I might take a look at that. But oh man. Yeah, so that's one of them things where it could have been a 5 out of 5, but I give it a 4 out of 5. Now, I will give my favorite television show of all times, Lost, a 5 out of 5. Even though it was kind of a weird ending, but still, it made sense to me. You know, even as confusing as it was, I'll give it a five
That
out of
shit
five.
confused the hell out of me.
The
They started
Lost, I've
time
never.
traveling shit, and I was just at that point I was done. I was lost. Like what the I was lost. Like what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on here?
yeah. I never really watched Lost. Only thing I know about Lost is these people were crashing on this island and they were
Hmm.
there. But then ultimately, this island ended up having more people there somehow, and all this
That's
other crazy stuff's going on. That's all I know. I have no.
It was so
I'd be
mysterious, and
watching
they
it like
had
a.
so many secrets and cliffhangers, and you had to keep you
Yeah,
couldn't miss any episodes. You had to watch every single episode to really truly understand what
that's
was
the
going on.
what I remember the most about it is like, man, you can't miss or the whole thing was about these cliffhangers and this cliffhanger after cliffhanger after
Yeah,
cliffhanger and what's gonna happen and it's like, damn,
it's
people
one
were
of
like
them
all
shows.
in Lost.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention to every single detail. You even got to look at the backgrounds when people are talking or doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much stuff there. They did a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
job with that show. So that's one I give a
Okay.
5 out of 5. True Blood is another one of my favorites.
Yes.
And
oh yeah.
I'll
I'll
definitely give
rewatch
True
that from
Blood.
time to time.
oh yeah,
I've rewatched it several times, but now I don't have Showtime and any of that. So like I'm trying to get Renee into it, like I got her into Game of Thrones. See, Renee's not
hmm,
one of those type of show watchers, but like I got her to watch Game of Thrones, and what got her into it, I guess, was because like I kind of explained who people were a little bit as they watched it.
yeah,
Because the thing about Game of Thrones is that first season, like it's hard to kind of get people because there's so many characters and so many people die and so much is going on. It's like you may not get to know each character, know who they are in their background. So I'll kind of
hmm,
like let her know, like, oh, that's so and so's sister, the one that did that, blah 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 blah. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Now see, he's trying to do this right here. Oh, I get it. Okay, and then like once I got her, like when she was hooked, it
Hmm.
was over. She wanted to watch it more than I
Nice.
did. She come on like, man, you want to watch Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones right now? Like, oh, don't we want to cook or something? No. Let's watch Game of Thrones. Like,
See, see, when
okay.
my lady tried to get me into that when we were together, and I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes with her, and then I get busy doing other stuff. You know, get back from work one day, and she didn't watch the whole first season. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm good.
That's how addictive it is, dog. I'm serious, man. I mean, you may not have watched it, but like you telling me, if I do the same, I'd probably do the way that way with Lost. But like I swear, if you were to sit back and watch Game of Thrones and like just watch it, it takes the thing about Game of Thrones is like that first season, maybe through the first half of the season, it so much is going on. You kind of like I don't know. But I mean, once this certain thing happens, once this
Mhm.
certain event happens, the rest of the whole show, maybe not season 8, but like the rest of the whole show is like,
Mhm.
phew, it's like crazy, crazy.
Season 8 was so trash.
Oh man,
I was
I
so
wish they would
mad.
redo, I wish they would redo season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I never got past the second episode. I don't think so.
Man,
I don't know.
I'm telling you, if you step back and watch it. So the episode you probably watched, I think at the very end, like the little boy caught these two screwing up in this tower, and
Mhm.
like dude pushes the little boy off the tower, and he falls.
Bro,
You
that
know what I'm
shit took
saying? And
me
like,
out. I was like,
I'm like, what? But I mean,
right?
the thing about Game of Thrones is every character that's major goes through their own crazy freaking story in that game, and it
Hmm.
all comes together. But like, you could pick any character in there, and you could just look at their whole story, what they went through the whole series, and they
Mhm.
went through some shit. Everybody goes through some shit. You could pick one.
Mhm.
Sansa, okay, Sansa. Let's see what happens to her. Oh damn, damn, damn. You know,
Bro,
you
they
could
did
pick
her
the
so
mountain.
dirty.
See
Oh,
them.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, you could pick the mountain. Like, damn. I mean,
See.
anybody.
Now that's why you
Jon
would love.
Snow.
That's why you would love Lost because they do that with every single character, man. Every
They
single
all have
character.
their own thing. They all go through their own. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's all part of the story, but everybody isn't
Mhm.
together. They're all separate areas doing separate things, and
Yeah.
things are going on, and like it's just crazy.
Yeah. But in Lost, you see, like in one of the later seasons, how everybody was really connected. You know, why everybody
Yeah.
really got there. And it's like, oh, man.
So the whole plane and the crash, that wasn't just happenstance. That was all part of something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't want to give it away or nothing, but yeah, there was a
I
reason for it
mean,
all.
just saying, yeah. I don't think we'll give it away really to me
Yeah.
because I definitely
Yeah.
watch Lost. How many seasons was it? Like 30?
No, it's only
No, like 8, I
six.
think.
No, I
6?
think it's
Okay.
only six, I believe.
So I mean, like 20 episodes, 20 some episodes,
I
like a
think it
Grey's
might
Anatomy season.
yeah. I think it might have been something like that, but some seasons had less because of what was going on with like writers' strikes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So a
yeah.
couple of seasons might have had less. But
Okay, okay.
man, all
I'll
around.
definitely check out Lost because I'm sure they through whatever streaming services we got, I'm sure I can pull it up and find it. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
know
watch it.
it's
You know
on
what I'm saying?
Hulu.
I would,
Yeah, I know it's
oh,
on
then
Hulu.
boom, there it is. I got Hulu.
Yeah.
I guess
So
I can back and watch Lost.
I've watched that all the way through probably almost four times. Yeah, maybe four times.
I'll make a deal with you. I will watch Lost if you watch The Circle.
The Circle.
I
All
will watch
right.
Lost if you watch The Circle, and I
All right.
swear I'll watch an episode tonight. I'll watch
Mhm.
an episode tonight, and season one, episode one, and I'll watch that thing before
All
while I
right.
go to bed. And the next time I talk to you, we'll talk about Lost, and you can talk. We talk about The Circle. Man, I'm telling you,
All
it's
right.
fucking
That's a deal. That's a deal. So you hear it, folks. On the next podcast, we're gonna talk about Lost in a Circle from different points of views.
Indeed, yes, indeed. The next Saturday, I will definitely give my. By then, I'll probably have watched a couple episodes because I'll
Mhm.
try to watch it with Renee so that she can get into it, and so we can sit back and actually have something to watch together. So, like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably have watched a couple by then. Yeah, I'm gonna watch starting tonight. I'm watching my first episode of Lost tonight. You hear it
All
here
right.
first.
That's what's up. Let's get it. All right. Any other topics
Yep.
we need to get into? Well, let me first. I know we've already talked about this a little bit, but I just want to talk about Amber Heard on that stand and them crocodile tears.
She
When she was talking about
is.
he
I'm
had his
like, were
pants
you
around my
a
neck,
professional actress?
and all I could think of
Yo.
was I looked at his eyes and he wasn't there. He just wasn't there. I'm just like, man, are you
Yo.
I
kidding
like when
me?
she said she walked out of the room and he smacked her, and then she was like, and I turned around and I said, Johnny, you smacked me. I was, what? How the fuck? You, if
Yeah.
he smacked you, how the what? You mean you turned around? Like,
Nah,
I don't get it. It makes
the,
no
I
sense at
turned around,
all.
the
She
whole
looked like
I
a
turned
time,
around and
clown,
said,
bruh.
motherfucker,
the whole time she's up there
you
trying
don't
to
slap
force
me.
tears. She's trying to force tears and wiping her face, and there's not one single tear. She's over there blowing her nose, not nothing coming out. And then, like, when
She talked about how her dog stepped on a bee. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
and when the prosecution,
Just a mess, man.
when the prosecutor, yeah, when they would object, you would see all that little fake face turn into a serious face. Like, okay,
She could say,
where'd the tears and stuff go? She's like, Eh. And then all of a sudden she's talking normal. I'm like, come on, man.
I
Okay,
like
so
when
there's 6 seasons of Lost. I'm sorry. There's 6 seasons of Lost. The first season has 25 episodes. Second, 24. Third, 23. Fourth, 14. The fifth, 17. And the sixth, 19. So, I don't know what... I guess that's the writer's block you're talking about because...
Well, that's,
like,
they had to...
man, I mean, it was like cut in half.
Yeah, they had a strike there. There was like something going on internally around that time. And so that's what happened there. And boy, oh boy, just a great show.
Look, I'm right here. Look, season 1, episode 1, pilot, part 1. A sudden plane crash leaves survivors stranded on a jungle island. That's all I know. That's all I know about this. So here we go. Let's play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this while I talk to you guys.
Let's see. Smith says
Smith
he
about to barbecue.
joined. Barbecuing. All right. Shoot, it's good weather for it. Probably even
I
hotter
want
down
some
there.
ribs, Smith.
Hell yeah. Hook up them ribs and stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
So
Need
what
some
else?
ribs, man.
What else we got?
Did you guys know that there's going to be a Lord of the Rings series that's like a prequel to like all the movies and the Hobbit movies? Like it's supposed to like get into like the real like history of
yes, it's actually it's supposed
rings
to be
and-
about the it's supposed to be about the 9 rings of power that that was given to the race of men who eventually turned into those black Ghost Rider looking things.
I feel like
It's
I
supposed to
heard
be
about
about
it,
that.
but I forgot about it. I wasn't sure if that was like a real thing or not. But so that's interesting.
That is interesting, and I'll
Yeah,
be,
it's supposed to
of
be
course I
coming
didn't
out
get into the Hobbit like I thought
September.
I would.
All right. Might be worth a watch.
But I would
I'm
like
looking
to
forward
watch
to
it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the Game of Thrones prequel that they're doing though, House of Dragon. I don't know how I'm gonna like that, simply because I just don't think they could top the it's just the hype that Game of Thrones had. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like this. I don't think they could top that because that whole story of Game of Thrones, like. I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could find a story that would top that. You know, even leading up to it, because you kind of know the history already.
Probably just a money grab. I mean, it's not so much you can do with prequels, man. They don't normally work out too well for me.
No.
You know, the only prequel that I can think of off the top of my head that was good, and it was a movie, it was Amityville 2. Amityville Part 2 was the best Amityville movie that was ever made. That was
I've seen all the Amityvilles. Now I don't remember Amityville 2 offhand, but I know I've watched it. But I was a big Amityville horror fan, so like that was
Amityville 2 was when they showed the story that they were talking about from Part 1 about the previous owners of that house, and they showed how
the DeFeos, was it the DeFeos?
It had Paulie from Rocky in there. He was the father. Remember Paulie? And the son, the older son, was the one that got possessed and basically killed off the family. That was some old. That was kind of scary. That was a freaky movie right there. That was the
You know
best
what? I
one
do
they did.
remember that. I do remember that, and because the first Amityville was about the family that moved, the first family that moved in there after those events had happened. But
Yeah.
the second Amityville, yeah, you're right. The second Amityville was actually about the event itself,
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, yes, I do remember that. I think it was called The Possession, wasn't it? Amityville 2, The Possession, or something like that.
Might have been. I can't remember. But it was really good, man. It was really, really good. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, for anybody, oh man, I tell you what, for you two specifically, have you ever watched Queen Sugar?
No,
No, I've
no, no
never even
Queen
heard of
Sugar.
it.
It is a TV show and it is amazing. Let me tell you this. From the show True Blood that I love so much. I loved whatchamacallit's character. What was her name? The black girl. Oh, what was her
Tara?
name? Tara. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved her character so much that I ended up looking up other stuff that she had done, and I ran across Queen Sugar. So I started watching it, and I got hooked right away. Queen Sugar is a great television show. I will give that a 5
So,
out of 5, and it's not even done yet. I think there's still one more season coming.
so is it like something new that she's doing, or was this like something she done back in the day you just recently found?
It started, I guess, after True Blood ended. Um, I'm not sure exactly
Cause
when it started
that
because,
actor, Rutina Wesley's her name.
yeah.
That actress, she was actually in an episode of Walking Dead. Um,
Hmm.
she knew Michonne. She had those kids, remember? And she was gonna eventually try to take, freaking Judith and I don't know if the other son was there, Judith and RJ. She was gonna take them.
Hmm.
But anyway, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Queen Sugar. I'm gonna have to check it out. You still on
Yeah.
what now?
Yeah, it's a great watch. It's also on Hulu. Um,
Okay, hold on. I'm in Hulu right now. I paused it on Lost because I can't
okay.
hear Lost talking and you talking at the same time. I
Oh
can't.
no, you got to give your full attention to Lost,
Yeah,
man.
no, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Exactly what I'm gonna do. So I paused it, but I am
Yeah,
gonna like pull up Queen Sugar so I can add it to my favorites.
that was an amazing show. It is an amazing show. I'm not exactly sure when it started, but when I started watching it, I think it was in season 2, and that was a
Okay,
few
so
years
it's got
ago.
to be something new then.
It's I think it has 4 or 5 seasons right now. Not sure, but
Okay. Oh, okay, okay.
man, it is a great, great show. Oh man. All right, so I'm
It
gonna
is
pass it
Queen
to you
Sugar.
guys. What else is going on? What y'all want to talk about?
Shit. I don't
You
know.
know, something that's kind of scary for me right now is the fact that, and I don't know if you've seen this in the news lately with the shortage of baby formula,
Nah.
but
Mm-mm.
apparently like almost half the country right now is on this like major shortage of like baby formula of all kinds. I mean, if
Oh man.
you next time you go to like your local grocery store, if you happen
Mhm.
to pass by there, you look at the shelves and you'll sort of see what I'm talking about. There's like no baby formula nowhere,
Wow.
and I noticed it before, but just the other day they actually had it on the news. They were talking about it, and apparently what happened was there was a recall for like a bunch of different brands of formula. So there was a big
Mhm.
recall, but at the same time this recall happened, there was a plant that shut
Thanks a
down
lot,
because of
Smith.
some health reasons. Because of some health reasons, and that created this major shortage. So like almost like they showed the states, and they showed like every state that had like a major like shortage, like less than 25% of their like the state has got formula, and Kentucky was one of them. You know what I'm saying? And like that's
Hmm.
kind of scary because like I got a baby, so when we run out of formula, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's kind of scary. I don't know how they're gonna get out of that one.
Yeah, you gotta figure out different ways to get some, or just different things to do. At least, I mean, the baby won't have to be on it for too much longer. You know.
No, but yeah, it's just kind of a crazy situation. Not only for me, but for we buy in bulk. We go to Sam's and we'll buy like two or three of those big old things at a time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we still got formula here. We're not about to like run out or nothing like that. But it's like when those run out, if this situation gets any worse, pretty
Mhm.
soon the places where we're going to get our two or three big things, they're not going to have anything. And at that
Yeah.
point, it's like, okay, now what do we do? So it's one of those things where it's like I'm worried about it, Although I don't need to worry about it like in the present,
Yeah.
but eventually, like, you know, we're going to start like looking around and maybe stockpiling some formula just in case this thing doesn't like work itself out in the short term.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. I haven't had to worry about that in 14 years, man. It's been that long since I've had to even go down one of the miles.
You ain't gotta look over it. No more diapers. Like all that money's
Yeah,
right back in the pocket now. Like
yeah.
shit.
And the formula I used to have to buy was the most expensive stuff, Becomagin, which was really
Yeah.
expensive back then. I can't imagine what it is now.
Oh, can't imagine.
Oh man. Oh. Ooh.
Let me
But
look and see what Queen Sugar's talking about because I got it pulled up now. Let's see if I can give me a description of it. Let's see here.
So, what do you guys think about the PS Plus tiers that's supposed to be coming out next month?
well, I'm kind of interested in the way I have to see what games are available to see if I want to invest in it. If the games that I've been wanting to play for years is available, then hey, I just might invest in it. I might want to go ahead and do that. But I heard that I wouldn't be able to do that anyway because of the current thing that I'm on. I would have to wait till that expires for me to get one of those top tiers or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna have to like wait till it comes out and look a little deeper into that because I
yeah.
don't see PlayStation like telling a customer that wants a service of theirs, you have to wait till your service runs out. You could have bought your year's service yesterday, but now you
Hmm.
got to wait a year before you. I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
almost want to say that if they move up in the package and they pay the money, then they could. I mean, maybe their service could be upgraded or something. I don't know how they would work it out, or whatever. But
Hmm.
it's going to be interesting to see if they do that. If they
That's
do, it's going to be kind of messed up because I just renewed mine like in March, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I already
Same
signed up for
time for
another
me.
year, so it's like I don't want to have to wait till next March to be able
Hmm.
to, enjoy this if I wanted to move up.
Yeah.
It's almost like saying I don't need your money till whatever what I gave you already runs out. Then I'll take the money then. So
Not only that,
I don't see a company like that doing
yeah.
that.
Not only that, but is this thing going to take away stuff that's available to us now? You know what I'm saying? Is us being in a
I
certain
still
tier
think
going to
you
take away
I
anything?
Yeah, I still think you get the free games every month with the service like the 59.99 service. I think
Hmm.
you still get the games every month. I just don't know what else you get beyond that. You know what I mean? Play online, get the free game every month, and I don't know. Maybe else if they give you discounts and stuff, but I
Hmm.
think all the other tiers that go up when that starts incorporating the PS Now and all that other stuff into it. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
streaming, being able to stream the old games and all that. I think all that, but like for the basic 59.99 package like that we got now, I think
Hmm.
you just basically get what you got now. So nothing changes really if you want to just
Yeah.
keep paying this.
Well, as
But I'd
long
have to
as we
look
don't
into it a
lose
little bit
nothing.
more. I'm not quite sure, but I'm thinking it's like that.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Again, it really depends on the games that's going to be available for me to decide if I ever want to move up or
Yeah,
whatever.
if it's some games that I don't ever would ever even play, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be worth it to me. But if there's well, if it has some of the games that I would like, I'd love to play online and be able to stream some of these old classic games. I'd do
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
I'd spend the money and do that, but it'd have to give me something good.
Yeah,
Because I'm
it
not going to spend
does.
an extra $50 a year for
It
nothing.
does. You know, two games I can think of off the top of my head that would make me think about it seriously is Marz Capcom 2 and Legacy of Kain, the first one. Was it? Those two right there?
Say the Legacy of Kain.
Yeah,
Those are actually good ones. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I can
Stuff
see
like
that.
that. Uh, yeah, what else? Dead Space, Part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now, I wonder if they're just talking about you be able to play like the PS games, PS2, PS3, So it's like in every gen, man, there's been some games. It's like I'd love to play, again. I'd like to. Man, I mean, there's just so many. I can't even think.
Yeah,
So
make
many
all
good
that
ones.
stuff available, Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I can still play most of that stuff. I just have to go to Jersey and pick up all my systems. And with the games and everything I got.
Yeah, man, I still got a collection of PS1 games. I still got all my PS2s that didn't get stolen, and my PS3 games that didn't get stolen. And just somebody broke into my apartment like twice, and stole all my shit one time. Man, I was so mad.
Yeah.
I had all these games, man. I mean, like I would mark down these games in Hollywood. When they get scratched up and we had to start selling them, I'd mark some games down before we needed to start selling them, and I'd buy them myself. You know what I'm saying? So I had like, all these. I had a shit ton of games, some good games, man. Oh, so much. And then like come home one day and like look, the first PlayStation camera they had was called a PlayStation 5. And I had one of those motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't even have anything to use it with. I just had it for like whatever little bullcrap it came with, and somebody stole that, and of course I had a PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 and somebody stole those, took all my games. Didn't take nothing else in my house. Just took all my games and mother.
Oh man, see that sucks. I had somebody do that, man, take some of my stuff like that. I ain't even gonna get into who it was on the stream or whatever, but man, oh man. And
At least you found out who it was.
They would put it on there. Yeah, I ain't seen him since. That was probably 10 years ago or more. Yeah, I ain't seen him since. Yeah, but let's see. What else was I gonna get into? Should we? I don't know if we should talk about the whole comedy incident. I think I talked about that already. The Dave Chappelle incident.
Oh man, he.
Yeah.
That
So
dude
what's your
deserved that
take
ass
on
whooping
that?
though.
Yeah, he was like they in the back beating his ass.
Yeah, he deserved that ass whooping.
Yeah, man, he had a knife.
I bet he won't do that shit again. Shit. I don't know what possessed you to jump on stage and do that shit, man.
That'll definitely deter a few other ones. That'll make them think twice from now on. Like, oh, wait a minute.
Hell yeah, it's dangerous to be a comedian now. Like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah, you mess with the wrong comedians. Freaking Dave Chappelle had security.
Man, I tell jokes, man. I mean, it's my job to make people laugh, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to make them laugh.
Dave Chappelle was messing around.
Nothing heals a heart better than laughter, dude.
So, have you guys seen the trailer for the Resident Evil series that's supposed to be coming on Netflix?
I have not seen a trailer, but I heard about it. What is your take on it?
It looks good to me. I'm interested. So I got a reminder set for when it comes out, whenever that is. I don't know what the exact date is. I tried to Google it and couldn't find anything any information.
I had no idea they were making one.
Yeah, I heard about it.
So
what channel is it going to be on?
It's on Netflix.
Oh,
so I'm
Netflix.
hoping they don't fuck it up.
So I do know that they were making a series of The Last of Us. Did you hear about that?
Oh, that would be. I would love that. They better do it right.
They're making a Last of Us series, and guess who's going to be Joel?
Who?
I thought it was a dude from Oberon from Game of Thrones. I thought. Or am I making shit up?
You're right, but it wasn't. It was Game of Thrones, but it was the guy that played Jaime Lannister. He's going to be Joel. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I can see that because like when Jaime was all like, remember when they caught him and cut his hand off and he was all fucked up and he had that beard? I can kind of see him be a Joel. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be Joel. And I forgot who they were casting as. I forgot.
So I'm looking at it right now, and it's saying that it's Pedro Pascal, which is Yeah, so he played
Hold on.
Oberon, and I think he was in he's the Mandalorian too, right? Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second, because I could have sworn I thought it was Jamie Lannister. Hold on a second. Let me look it up too. I stand corrected. Let me look it up.
See, who I think would make a good fit for him is the dude that played in, what was it, White House? Was it White House now? Was that him? No, it probably wasn't him. Oh, shoot. What else was he in? And he was in Dracula 2000. He was in a bunch of movies, this dude. Gerard Butler, I think his name is.
Oh, Luke. No.
I think his name is Gerard Butler.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Okay.
Yeah, he's
You're
been
right.
Oh, you
You're
know
right.
what?
He's
It is.
the,
Okay, yeah. That is him. Yeah, I haven't seen
yeah.
Dracula 2000 in a long time.
I love that
Oh,
movie.
I remember that one. That was actually a really good one. I still have that movie.
It was.
That was a great one. He was also in that movie where he was somehow killing people and doing stuff while he was in prison. Remember that? I think Jamie Foxx was in it. I can't remember the name of the
That
movie.
was Law-Abiding Citizen.
Ah, yeah, that's it. Yeah. And you know,
He's got a movie out on Netflix right now called Den of Thieves that people are saying is pretty good. It came out a couple years ago. I want to check that out.
I gotta see that. But you know,
Den of
he's like
Thieves.
on record as one of the guys that's died the most in movie history.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think it would be Sean. What's his name? Sean Bean. I swear he's died in every fucking movie he's been in.
Well, one of the other top ones is Samuel L. Jackson. You know how many movies he's died in?
Well,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
also been in a shit ton of movies. So
Yeah. Yeah, they always killing off Samuel. The worst was that damn shark movie. Was that Deep Blue Sea or something like that? Oh man.
Yeah.
That was right in the middle, right in the middle of one of his famous speeches. And yo, that shark, I was like,
that shark said, "Shut the fuck up."
yo,
Yeah.
like my
You talk too much,
jaw
bitch.
just dropped. I was like, no, no way.
I did him dirty.
Hell yeah, he did, Smith. Oh man. Let's see, but it was some other dude in some old school horror movies that's died the most, like 100 times in movies. Like really old school stuff. Like Sean Price, I think.
So there's supposed to be a total lunar eclipse
Really?
When?
When is that?
tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. I like seeing lunar eclipses.
Mhm.
That should be
I
interesting.
remember one time we had a total lunar eclipse, and I was working in Ramada one night, and where Ramada is like you can look up and see, you can see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you can see like the whole thing, like the reddish of the Earth shadow, whatever, kind of flow across it. Man, that was the coolest thing, man. Oh, it was the coolest thing.
Yeah. So tomorrow around 11:30 Eastern, there will be a total lunar eclipse. I'm gonna
And of course,
try
I'll
and
be
find
asleep
somewhere I can
because
see
I
it.
will have.
Yeah.
I will be
Good
asleep.
work.
I ain't gonna be able to see it. And I got these
Man.
two badass telescopes too. I'd love to sit out there and but man, I'll be asleep. I gotta be
It's
asleep.
a anniversary event. Their 6th anniversary, I think, starting on May 17th.
Yeah. Yeah. What are they gonna do? That killer or something?
No, they usually they'll give you free blood points for logging in, and then there's usually cosmetics you can earn. Like for the past couple years, it's been an anniversary crown that you could get. So I will be playing lots of DBD next week, probably the same amount that I play anyway.
Yeah, of course.
I gotta go to bed at 8, so I think I might spend the rest of the evening tonight trying to learn some more Evil Dead.
Okay.
I think I'll try to play that. So I hope you do get it soon, man, because
You guys
there's
enjoying it?
so many of us has got it, yeah. So we could all, anytime that we want to play, there'd be at least 4 people around that maybe could play, and it looks like you can level your player up too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
it ain't
Yeah.
it ain't like working with like a Kenny who's just got these stats and that's it. Like you can build up your health and your attack and your defense and you know what I'm saying, and you get better weapons, like the different crates that you kind of open up and find. You can get better weapons, kind of like World War Z. You may open it
Yeah.
up and it might be a legendary chainsaw. Like, oh hell yeah, you know, like that. So, I mean, I like that too. I like that aspect of Evil Dead.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I
Okay.
like the combat system where you can fight off them little monsters or whatever, nail them with some finishing combo blow. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. Hit him with a
it's
finisher.
nice.
That's nice. And the
Hmm.
finishers are kind of cool too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, love that. So I'm definitely gonna get
And
more
you know,
into that.
I thought since Ash was the most popular character, I was like, man, how's it gonna be? Everybody's gonna want to be Ash. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, or something like that. I mean, even though there's other characters, you know, almost like in Predator. It's like,
Uh,
well, once you get Arnold, I mean, you're gonna be Arnold every time. So it's gonna be a
yeah.
team of fucking Arnolds, and it's gonna look weird. But
That's
really and
what it
truly,
was too.
like, yeah, exactly. And so I thought, okay, but I didn't pick Ash, but like when I was playing with you guys,
Uh,
everybody was somebody different. Like I don't even know if Ash was even one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like it
nah,
was.
none of us picked him. I was like, you know what? Everybody's probably gonna pick him too. I ain't picking Ash. I'm gonna pick the dude and try to level him up.
I did one of the missions, like, cause there's so many different ways of playing the game, which is another cool thing about it.
Hmm.
You don't have to just play it online. You don't have to just play like hero or killer. You can actually play offline. You can
Yeah.
play, you can play offline where there's, you know, you and your friends, or you and,
Hmm.
you know, AI, or maybe like you and AI and a computer. You know what I mean, like a real person, the killer. I mean, it's like you can play it in so many different ways.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, and you get like some stuff you can unlock for completing the missions. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna definitely get
Yeah.
more into that
Hmm.
this week
Yes.
coming up. Uh, yeah, let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, I want to finish it off with some music talk. I want to, because we didn't get it. Me and Amanda started that one week, but we ain't really get deep into it. So, I guess I'll give y'all the floor. Well, how about this? Uh, let's start. Let's start off with rappers. Give me your top 5 MCs of all time.
Ooh.
Top five. Shit. Boy, it's oh man. Well, I'll just do my bottom three because Tupac and Biggie will definitely be my top two. We can talk about which one's over the first one, over the other. Three MCs of all time. Woo, man, that's a good one. I guess it depends on. I guess it's gonna depend on how I rate MCs. Like, you know, is an MC to me somebody that actually just has clever lyrics, or somebody that's just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Shoot, it could just be your favorite. It could be somebody that, okay, this is their music was reaching you the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you can really feel this. You
okay,
know?
all right, well, okay. So number five, I'm gonna go with Ice Cube. Ice Cube would be my number five. Um, Number four, I'm gonna go with Ludacris. Ludacris. Number three. Oh man, number three. I'm gonna have to go with Method Man. Number three. Number two is gonna be Tupac, and number one will be Biggie.
All right. All right. Amanda, those are some good picks.
So in no specific order, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Eminem, Kanye West, and Rich Brian.
All right.
Ooh,
I
I
never
like
heard of the
that.
last guy.
I
Never heard of
thought,
the last guy.
look, I was
He's an
thinking of
Indonesian
putting
rapper.
Kendrick Lamar. I was thinking of putting Kendrick Lamar in there, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Ludacris. What a funny story about Ludacris is, well, of course, y'all probably know that he started it on the radio in Atlanta.
Mhm.
But fun fact, when I first moved down to Atlanta, I was all about going out and partying. And around the corner, close to where I live, was this little club called Flavors. And it was, I mean, and on Thursday nights it was like, I don't know, it was like college night, and it was always packed. Well, Ludacris, Hot 97.5 was the radio station he worked for. They would broadcast live from there. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
so I just remember like being there one night, and and his name was Chris Lover Lover. So he's like, Chris Lover Lover, Hot 97.5, we're here down in Flavors, blah blah blah. He's talking. And he's like, man, there's all these people around here, and all these girls, and I happened to be walking by, and he was just like, all these people out here, yo, where you from, man? And he looked at me, and I was like, yo, I'm from Kentucky. He's like, oh, so we got Kentucky in the house, we got this in the house, and I was just like, man, they must be close to me. Well, after I moved back to Bowling Green, I think maybe it was a year after I moved back to Bowling Green, I went back down to Atlanta again to go
Mhm.
visit my buddies and stuff. And one of my buddies was like, yo, man, you remember Chris Lover Lover from 97.5? I'm like, yeah, I remember Chris Lover Lover. He's like, well, check this out. He came out with this underground CD, and like he put it out, and it gained so much traction that now he's signed and he's getting ready to like release this CD again, like under like this new name. He's about to be famous. He's about to be big. And I'm
Wow.
like, what? And that's the back when what was the first song he came out with? Uh, uh, yeah, God, what is it? We can do it at the White House. Take it, make it to the lights out. Yeah, thing with
Oh
my
yeah, yeah,
champagne.
yeah,
They can do the damn thing. What's my name? What that
I
song?
wanna
Like it's
lick,
back.
lick, lick,
yeah,
lick, lick
yeah.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
your head
that's
to
the
your
one. Like
toes.
that was like his like
That was
breakout
a good one.
song. You know what I'm saying?
That was a
But
good one.
and
The
and ever since
remix.
then I've
Oh
been like
man.
so proud of Little Chris because I feel like I've known him since before he was famous. You know what I'm saying? And like he was
Mhm.
always, even on the air, even on the radio, he always was so like funny, so witty, and you can tell that in
Oh
his
yeah.
lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like in his videos and stuff. Like if you watch his videos, they're funny, they're witty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he just has one of
Mhm.
those flows that like I always like Ludacris. I always liked him.
Yeah,
Always will.
he was great. Oh man, he was funny as hell. Did you ever hear a remix to that song though, with Trina and Foxy Brown? That was one of the dirtiest
I probably
songs of
have.
all times. Yo, Foxy, Trina was bad enough, but then when Foxy got on there, I was like, oh my God, Foxy, what the?
Foxy.
You dirty as
Whatever happened
hell.
to Foxy Brown?
Oh, she got into so
Mm.
much trouble over the years, being locked up, abusing her boyfriends and would-be husbands and doing all, she was just fucking people
I
up
heard
on
she
a
went through
regular.
something, and I don't even know I don't even know if this is true or not, but I heard that she like did something where she had something where she lost her voice or something.
Mm,
Did y'all hear that? Like she had like some
Mm-mm.
kind of
I
disease
don't
that
know.
like fucked her voice up. I don't know. It may not even be true.
I
I
ain't hear
just
nothing about
remember
that
hearing
one.
that.
Me
Okay,
either.
okay, then maybe it wasn't true then.
Yeah. All right. So my top five, in no order.
Ooh,
Uh, we got Tupac Shakur. That dude's lyrics hit me to the heart. So I would have to say
boom,
he's probably even my number one, but I'm not gonna put it in order. Tupac Shakur.
boom.
Royce the 5'9". Again, this dude's lyrics, man, amazing lyricism, amazing flow, and his songs also hit right to the soul. Let's see, Redman. This dude has been doing it for so long and still putting out bangers. Oh my
Bangers.
God. Let's see, who else we got? KRS-One. Gotta put the legend
I was
on
gonna
there.
put him in my list
KRS-One.
too. I wanted to put the whole
Yeah.
Boogie Down Productions, but I couldn't. But I was like, I almost wanted to put KRS-One up in there.
So let's see. That's four. Who I got left? Who I got left? Who else do I want to put on there? Well, I got to put Jay-Z on there just for the fact that he's done it for so
Mm.
long, and
Mm-hmm.
I definitely got to put him on there. So
He
yeah,
made
definitely.
something with. I mean, he did the damn thing. And he made something with his shit. He
Yeah.
didn't just make his millions and then just jerk it off. I mean, he did business moves and made he
Hell
made
yeah.
moves. You know what I'm saying? To where he's not only just a an accomplished music artist, but he's like entrepreneurial. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. He did
He
it
made he
smart.
made something.
He did it smart. All right, so the
Yeah, he
next one
did
I
it very
got,
smart.
next one I got for y'all, and then y'all can take it over from there. But I want to hear this one. Top 5 R&B groups of all time.
Woo! All time. That encompasses like Earth, Wind, and Fire to like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know B2K. Oh shoot,
yeah.
man, man. Oh, this is definitely gonna have to be in no particular order because I'm not even gonna rate these guys. I mean, I couldn't do it. Man, I'm gonna go. Man, R&B, man. I'm gonna go Jodeci's gonna be in there. Man. Oh God, this is so crazy. Um, I want Silk in there.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just thinking of all these. I mean, me being a DJ, man, all this music's flooding at me, and I'm just like, man, I'm trying to like filter through it. Oh my God. Oh man, I'm gonna have to say I gotta go a little old school here, and I'm gonna have to go with In Vogue.
That's gonna be one of mine too.
Yeah,
Man, I'm
yeah.
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
No,
got
that's
two
okay.
of mine. You got two of mine, but I'm gonna pick them anyway.
Man. Okay. Let me think. Let me think of some more. Let me just end it off real quick with a Jagged Edge and Next.
All right.
I was rushing through it. I probably would have thought of some better than Jagged Edge and Next, but I mean, man, it's so many, boy. But I had to get Silk in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with In Vogue, of course. Temptations.
Ooh.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes, ma'am.
And 112, definitely.
All right.
Didn't see that one coming. All right.
I love 112. Grew up on
Yes.
them. And I want to say probably Drew Hill.
Ooh, yes, that's a good one. Good one.
All right. That's
I was
some
trying to
good
pick
picks.
between Drew Hill and New Edition, but
Oh man, I forgot about New Edition. That encompasses so much. I mean, because you get New Edition, you get BBD, you get all that, man. Johnny Gill, Ralph, they all went their separate ways and made bangers. I think.
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay.
So that's two of them. Let's see who else. Ah man, what is the name of this group? Oh man, I'm trying to remember the name of this group. Okay. Shoot, I can't remember the name of this group now, but
what did they sing? Like, what's one of their songs?
oh man, something September. Oh man, what's the name of that song?
Gap Band.
Was that them?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I think
that's
That's
Gap
Earth,
Band.
Wind, and Fire.
That's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Y'all better stop.
That's
That's
Earth,
Earth,
Wind,
Wind,
and
and
Fire.
Fire. Yes,
Yeah,
I am
that's
sure.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Outstanding. That's Gap Band, right?
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Girl, you knocked me out. I think
there
that
we go.
is.
There we go. Earth, Wind, and Fire. There we go. Let's see.
Okay,
I got
Earth,
two
Wind, and
more.
Fire.
I got two more. I'm gonna put H-Town on there.
Ooh,
Yes.
knocking
Yes.
the roots.
Yes.
Boy.
Yes. And lastly, I'm gonna put the Sisters with Voices, SWV.
SWV. Boom. Them are all, man. There's just so many. The top five of man is just so hard. It's so hard.
Yeah.
But like at work, I have one of those earbuds or whatever, and I have the Pandora like the premium package or whatever. So I listen to the music, listen to that with commercials. and I put it on. I'll either put it on the R. Kelly radio station, or the New Edition radio station, or the 90s R&B radio station. All three of them
Yeah.
are really similar, but like it
Yeah.
depends on who I want to hear a little bit more of. Sometimes I'm in the mood to hear R. Kelly radio station is the shit. Capitalized shit. I am sorry. There's not a freaking song that comes on that station that I am not grooving to, and it makes my day go by
man.
so much better.
It's
You know what I'm
just
saying? 'Cause I
so
can sit
tough
back
for
there and
me. It's so tough for me because
Ooh.
R. Kelly was my favorite male singer of all times. But now, after listening to his songs with everything that's going on, you can't help but to think
You
about some
can't
of
help
these
but to see
lyrics.
the clues. Seems like you're ready. Come on, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Your
I'm like,
body's my
oh,
playground, man. Come on, man. Come
oh
on, man. Y'all
man.
see it? We didn't
Yeah.
see it. Even back then, when it was like rumored that he was with Aaliyah, I still
Mm,
didn't even look at it as an age difference. I just thought, hell, they're two famous people. Hell yeah, Aaliyah, man. I'm not even thinking how young poor Aaliyah was. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And then watching the Surviving R. Kelly, when that one chick was talking about how R. Kelly disappeared or whatever, and she pulled back the curtain and he was in there having sex with Aaliyah. I'm just like, what?
Oh
Oh,
my God.
oh, it hurts my heart, boy. It hurt it. It hurt it.
Uh,
But I
oh
still
man.
will listen to the R. Kelly radio station all day, and like it is off the hook. The New Edition radio station's off the hook because it has a
Mm,
little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? And then of course just the '90s R&B is basically just the same thing. I mean, usually all the same music. Man,
yeah.
those three radio stations, or the '90s hip hop radio station, because I
Mm,
mean it has all that. I mean the Wu Tang is all up in there. You know what I'm saying? And, man, it has all that old school shit. Depends on if
hell
I'm in the
yeah.
mood to hear like R&B, or if I'm in the mood to hear like you know what I'm saying, pop and stuff like. I'll either go back and forth between those two.
Alright, so I'll ask this question to both of y'all for our viewers, for educational content and stuff that maybe people might want to look up. What are some newer artists, or maybe even older artists that aren't well known, that you want to shout out to say, you need to listen to this? You need to listen to these people. You got any?
Hmm.
There's this band that I actually recently got into. They're called Polyfia, and they don't like it's like kind of like rock. I don't know how to explain it, but um, as far as I know, they just do it's like just instrumentals.
Uh,
Um,
Oh.
but it's pretty. I like them. Their music is it's kind of different. So if I had a song to recommend that everybody listens to by them, it would be Playing God. Well, no. Yeah, Playing God.
Alright, let me type that
Okay.
into my YouTube search so I can listen to it after this. Playing God, and that's by. Okay, I see their name. Alright, so I'll listen to that after this. What about you,
I don't know
Heckler?
about anybody from old school, but somebody that I'm really digging right now that's all over the radios and I'm sure you've heard at least a song or two about is I'm digging that Doja Cat right now, man. It's
Ooh,
almost like every song that I hear from her,
it's a banger.
whether it's collab or whatever, it is. I mean, it's fire, man. I'm telling you, she's on fire right now. And I mean, uh, uh, the very first song that I heard of hers, and I'm not a VO watcher, so I don't really I hear them on the radio and just other places. But like
Mm,
from her first song, "Juicy" or whatever, I mean,
yeah.
from that, everything that she's done, I mean, I dig it, man. I dig it. She's a hot artist right now. So if you ain't up on Doja Cat, just type her up and just look up anything that she's played and just listen to it. I think you'll enjoy it.
I've heard of her, but I don't know if I've listened to any of her songs. I'm looking in my playlist
Yeah, you
now, see
have.
if
Yeah,
I
you
have it
have.
on there.
She's on that song. God, now I'm sitting here. Gosh, there's so many songs that's on the air right now. She sings that song. One slide, it really was a slide. I did that fuck all night. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. You know
Oh,
the song I'm talking
oh,
about. I need
baby,
to
I
know
need
the
to
song.
know.
Yeah, I mean it's like I mean but everything that she's been in, man. I mean, from Juicy to Say So. There's a song called Say So by her. I think she did one with uh, it wasn't Katy Perry? Was it Dua Lipa? Did she do one with Dua Lipa? I mean, she's done a lot of collabs. She got one with is it Tyga right now? Freaky Deaky. I mean, she's got so many good songs, man. They're all good.
I might have to listen to her because I can't remember offhand hearing her. But all right. So I got one R&B that I've heard on the radio, and he's on my playlist now. Dude called Jay Brown, and it's this song called Vibe. That shit is nice. That shit is nice.
I gotta go to my computer real quick.
Let me see. Vibe.
I gotta go to my computer because I might have that song. Because like I said, I keep trying to keep my ears on.
Yeah, that's definitely worth listening to. That one, I'm telling you, that'll probably go straight to your playlist. Another.
First of all, I want to look at it and make sure I don't already have it.
Yeah. But, another one that I got is this new group that I just heard of for the first time, I believe last week, maybe the week before, called Coast Contra. They're a hip hop group. They sound like Tribe Called Quest back in the day mixed with another group. These young cats are fire, man. Especially their freestyles. Coast Contra.
Coast Contra.
Yeah. Definitely gotta look them up, man. Their freestyles are just amazing.
Shit.
They're on another level.
Let's take a look at this Vibe song we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at it. We're gonna do a little. I mean, I won't play music on your podcast if you don't want me to, but.
No, that's fine. I don't care. Hell, play that shit.
Take a look at this. What this Vibe's talking about.
Yeah.
Are you playing the Jay Brown song?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I have this song. I'm playing it from YouTube though.
Yeah, I've heard it so much on the radio. I just had to find it.
Okay. Sound like a bop.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I don't have that song, so I'm downloading it right now. I'll pull up the artist and see if I can get some more songs from it.
Yeah. There's some random ones out there.
It's probably about my cue to go ahead and get off here on the podcast because I'll be on next Saturday where we can talk about Lost. Watch the Circle. Watch at least the first episode. You may watch more. But if you watch the first episode, I think it's gonna hook you in, and you're gonna want to see what's going on and all that. So, all right, guys, I'll holler at you guys later.
All right, Heckler. Take it easy, man.
Take it easy, man. I'm gonna have to put a quick note to watch that. I'm gonna start watching that too. There we go. Because I gotta remind myself about everything. Alright, so I appreciate both of y'all for joining me for the podcast. We kind of went overtime on this one a little bit. But it was great, good hearing from y'all again. So I'm sure Heckler's already gone. Yep, there he goes. So, man, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Much love.
You as well.
Yeah. I'm going to end the podcast on that note. Thank you all for watching the podcast. See you guys next time. Same hour, same day. Let me end.